Out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Gobert in at the 5.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Van Vliet with it. O'Neal's there. Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Back to Van Vliet. Outside Lowry. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
And Siakam throws it down.
Well, the wingspan of Pascal Siakam makes that dunk look easy.
Down low, it's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. And that one is hammered home.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here's Mitchell. He feeds it to Gobert. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Siakam against Bogdanovic. Outside Lowry. Over Gobert. Lowry can't get it to go.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovic, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well. And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor. And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Siakam passes to Ibaka.
Let's remember that the 7-foot frame includes a 7'9" wingspan. Rudy Gobert, the Skyper Tower, doing work.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
Three-pointer, Lowry. Utah with the rebound. It's stolen by Ibaka. The jump hook and off the glass. That one's good. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you love Serge Ibaka's shot selection, especially inside where he's so efficient.
Mitchell's shot is good. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Over O'Neal. Offensive rebound. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. That will count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Utah. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now
my defense toughness,
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Gobert, Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Clarkson. And there's Davis, and it's Niang in at the three, the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Utah trailing here.
And last season, the first ever NBA Finals for the Toronto Raptors.
What a tremendous run, Greg. Think about it. In the Eastern Conference Finals, they go down 0-2 before winning 4 straight to close out the Bucks. And forget about the city of Toronto. The entire country of Canada was on fire for Raptors basketball. And how do they reward them? NBA championship. Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
And Utah making a change here. Bradley's checked in, and Toronto will go for a different look here. Boucher is checked in. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Kyle Lowry.
And I'll tell you guys, the leap that Pascal Siakam has taken has really been fun to watch. From role player to emerging star, and guys, he's not done growing yet.
And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt at 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Clarkson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Here's Boucher, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the left wing. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. He's guarded by Davis. And nothing is falling for him right now. Utah leading by 6. Here's Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Occupying that instant offense role, Doris, Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Davis. Royce O'Neal comes in for George Niang. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Davis is checked in for the Raptors. Raptors trail by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Hollis-Jefferson finds Davis. Pass to Powell. Clock at 6. Raptors need to get a shot up. And he comes up with the deuce. Hollis Jefferson's got his second bucket.
Hollis Jefferson exceptional at slashing to the cup. Cutting hard after setting the screen. Nice.
And it's Mitchell missing. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. He got it up. And the first half is now in the books. Utah out in front as they end the second quarter on a 14-. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the end. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period was... And that wraps up the halftime show, third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bogdanovich with it. Lowry picks him up. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Back to Lowry. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history, and the names are endless. But who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. And this is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. A three ball. Utah with the rebound. Outside Bogdanovich. Ingles finds Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know what I love about Donovan Mitchell? He is just as great off the court as he is on. This guy is engaging. He's self-aware. He is the real deal.
And with his dad working with Major League Baseball players, Mitchell was rubbing elbows with guys making millions. He saw some players who stayed humble and others who didn't. You know what, Doris? I think it made an impression.
And I think, Kevin, if you listen to Donovan, he talks about how his parents impressed upon him the importance of how you treat people. So even with all the success, it's not going to this young man's head. He is so grounded. Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And then for Toronto, Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Shot clock at 6. VanVleet passes to Siakam. That one good for 2. Siakam's got 6 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. He's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Steps back and shoots. Ingles passes to Niang. Again, the Jazz score.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
And here is Van Vliet. He has 6. And Ibaka kicks to Van Vliet. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 9.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession for the Jazz. Bradley's checked in for Gobert. Davis comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in for Moutier. Then for the Raptors, Boucher is checked in, and it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Pascal Siakam. Clarkson passes to Bradley. Trying to get open is Davis. Back to Clarkson. Goes back up. Goes up again, and it's Bradley laying it in. Bradley's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Davis kicks to Powell. Fires for 3. No good on that one. And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Mitchell is out there with Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Niang in at the center, locking down the middle.
How about the blinding speed of Hollis-Jefferson? Leave him in the dust, Rondae.
Jazz leading by 6. Niang passes to Mitchell. The 15-footer. That one a little long. And another fast break for Toronto. The Raptors are running. Here's McCaw. Triple from the wing. McCaw has got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Boucher's shot is off. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Basket good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
McCaw, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Davis in the corner. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. A different look for Utah. Gobert comes in for George Niang. And it's Joe Ingles in for O'Neal. Jazz leading by 5. Now, here's Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Lowry. And it's Mitchell missing. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Kicks it to Powell. Ibaka in the post. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Shots good by Ibaka.
Oh, Kev, how about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
Here's Clarkson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Powell.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Here's Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Passes to Lowry. He kicks to Ibaka. VanVleet passes to Siakam. To VanVleet to take the lead. That one, no good. So Utah will take it the other way. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Seems to me that Rudy Gobert could be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every season. But on the offensive end, guys, he's really starting to grow.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
And that's an intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
How about this guy? He comes into the league as an undrafted free agent, and Joe Ingles has more than proven his worth. The high IQ, the lights-out shooting from deep, so much to love about Ingles.
Now here's VanVleet. He's covered by Clarkson. Ibaka wide open, he fires. And the Raptors miss again. Guys. Not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
VanVleet, count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Now, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. And here are the Raptors now. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. To tie it up. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, you love to see Siakam get going. This guy is so good at getting to his spots and converting.
The drive by Mitchell. That's tipped. Outside Lowry. Got it up in time. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward.
Pascal Siakam, improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Mitchell looking it over. And the pass to Gobert. And it's blocked by Ibaka. 3 on 3. Here's Van Vliet, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Lowry against Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. Shoots the three. Here's Gobert. Ibaka with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
To end the run. Nice shot by Gobert.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 6-point lead. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Gobert. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, I love to see Rudy Gobert score despite the contact. This guy is showing off some big-time strength right now.
And Ibaka slams it in. That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Knocks it loose. Passes it to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. This one for 3 on the money. And now a 10-point Raptor lead.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.